you and your company have been at the centre of a very high-profile one at the moment with Candace Owens, who's now left Daily Wire. Was she fired, or did she leave of her own volition?
I'm not going to speak to this topic, Piers.
Oh, okay.
At all?
At all.
We need to talk about why the Daily Wire actually fired Candace Owens. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Pam. Listen, now you guys know I'm not one to gossip, but we need to talk about this Ben Shapiro and Candace Owens thing. So basically, Ben Shapiro went on the Piers Morgan show and said that he's not allowed to talk about what happened, but the way his face looked when he was on Piers Morgan's show, you know, he looked like a brat. You know, he looked like a spoiled brat who finally got his way. And he's basically saying that he does not have the firing and hiring power, that he's not in management. Please, we all know that you have that power, okay? You look like you are in charge there, and if Mr. Ben Shapiro doesn't like something, he throws his toys out of the little cot and stuff, and then he gets his way because he's obviously the star of the show thing. But anyway, let me stop talking. Here's a clip of him on Piers Morgan acting like a spoiled brat. You guys see for yourselves.
One of the consequences of this war has been a lot of very high passions on both sides, a lot of angry disagreements. You and your company have been at the centre of a very high-profile one at the moment with Candace Owens, who's now left Daily Wire. Was she fired, or did she leave of her own volition?
I'm not going to speak to this topic, Piers.
Oh, okay.
At all?
At all.
You can't give me any insight into why she departed?
No hints, no nothing. I'm not going to speak to this.
Can I ask why?
Because he's a Jew.
I mean, you can ask.
No, I'm not. Can I ask why you don't want to say anything?
Again, you can ask.
Oh, come on.
I'm only curious because I know what a staunch defender of free speech you are, and it would surprise me if it had been someone's opinions that would make you want to part company with them, however contentious.
I mean, suffice it to say, the only thing I will say is what I've said all along with regard to Candace or with regard to any of our other hosts. I am not in hiring and firing position with the Daily Wire. I'm a co-founder of the Daily Wire. I'm a co-owner of the Daily Wire. I'm not actually in management. Jeremy Boring and Caleb Robinson are in management positions with regard to Candace or anyone else. And as far as the free speech situation, what I will say is that no company has the obligation to literally pay anyone. The Daily Wire is a publisher. It is not a platform. I've never called for Candace or anyone else for that matter to be banned from YouTube, to be banned from X, to be banned from any platform. That's a different story, obviously, when it comes to any publisher. Any publisher gets to make decisions about what it wishes to purvey and not.
I mean, I'm just not going to labour this, but one more point I would make is it's been reported extensively that the reason for her departure was because her comments have been perceived by people at the Daily Wire as anti-Semitic.
Again, I'm not going to comment on this, Piers.
Okay.
I think he's been really disingenuous when he says he acts like his words carry no weight as far as the hiring and firing at Daily Wire. You are the co-founder, but you don't have no say-so.
You're the face of Daily Wire.
Yeah, and you're a Jew. Everybody knows you got the power to make calls down.
Yeah, you LeBron James. You are LeBron James, Michael Jordan of Daily Wire. You're the face of it.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who thinks that he's sitting there smirking and basically acting like a spoiled brat? You know, he's sitting there. I wish I could tell you, but I can't tell you, when obviously we all know why Candace Owens was fired. I mean, come on. It is so obvious. Everyone knows. Even my son knows why Candace Owens was fired. I'm not a die-hard Candace Owens fan, but I am an advocate for freedom of speech. And let's be honest, this is, for me, that is why I started following Ben Shapiro. You know, that's why actually I started loving Ben Shapiro, because of his beliefs in freedom of speech and being able to say what you believe is the right thing and doing the right thing, and, you know, the debates he used to have with the students and just speaking truths and stuff. And now he's firing him, and now him and his company, the Daily Wire, they've basically fired Candace for practicing freedom of speech. This is so crazy. I can't get my head around this. I was up the whole night last night just watching different channels and just hearing what everyone is saying. And I think the big thing that Mr. Ben Shapiro didn't like about what Candace was saying is that Christ is king. Why can't she say that? She's a Christian, and that is what she believes. She didn't say anything bad about Ben Shapiro's faith, about Jewish people or anything like that. So I think this is very unfair. I think this is very stupid what happened, and I think this is looking very negative towards the Daily Wire, which, by the way, I'm not going to watch anymore. I can't stand Ben Shapiro anymore. I'm sorry, okay? I watch him now. Before, I used to just hang on to every word he was saying. He was like, oh, Ben Shapiro, you go. I ignored the little annoying voice thingy that he used to do, you know, and him just sitting there like a little robot. It was like, okay, that's, you know, that's kind of like his quirk. That's kind of the thing he does. But now, the way I'm feeling right now and watching his interviews, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I ever liked this guy. He's so annoying. Actually, this little whiny robotic way that he speaks in and stuff. Like, please, he's acting like he is God's gift to media right now, and that everything he says is just, you know, the holy grail of everything. Like he's the king of the podcast. I mean, come on. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? What is happening right now is actually just blowing my mind. Look, I understand if you work at a company and they have certain, I guess, rules and values and stuff that you have to stick to, but just for her saying Christ is king, they knew she was a Christian when she was going into that. So basically, if you get a job at the Daily Wire or with Mr. Ben, you have to believe what he believes or you're out. Because I noticed, like, even the other guys who are at the Daily Wire, Brett Cooper, is it Michelle? I can't remember what his name is. Like, I've been following them as well. I've been watching, listening to what they've been saying. No one has been, like, really covering this because obviously they have to protect, you know, their jobs, and they've got families, I guess, and stuff like that. Candace has been the only one brave enough to stand up for what she believes in and to speak out upon what she believes in. And again, I don't think she was being anti-Semitic at all. I hope I'm saying that word properly. Christ is king. Christ is king. What's wrong with saying that? That is the faith that we have. I'm not a hardcore Christian, but I believe Christ is king. I believe God is king. So what does that make me? Anti-Semitic as well? Am I going to be taken out or something? What's going to happen? I know Candace is going to be okay. I know that she has a good following right now. I love what she stands for. I love what she represents. Freedom of speech. Doing the right thing. Saying the right thing. So, Candace, do your thing, girl. Ben, we're done. We are done. Don't call me. Do not text me. Don't ask me for nothing. Okay? Okay. See you guys later. Bye.